Well, hello there. It's been a little while. How y'all doing? It's me. I know, right? Bear for me. Let me get this sound adjusted. Okay, that should be about right. Hope everybody's doing great. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm streaming again. I've been working a lot on the side project. Some of y'all may be here because of that, or maybe here in spite of that, or been complaining about it. But up in the top corner there, you can have a look and see a channel that's streaming on its own. That's Gen X underscore jukebox. That's our project channel. Hippie, could we get a shout out for the project channel? The idea with that is I make the bear videos and then I put them out, and I've always used it as BTV in the corner and everything, and I decided to go ahead and make that a channel because I had a lot of them. And initially I was going to, okay, I'm gonna calm him down. We're not gonna listen to them, but we're gonna keep them up there for a second. No, it's my voice and my voice, so it tends to run into a problem. That's understandable. So Gen X Jukebox. All those words mean nothing. It's a repository, it's a gallery for all the videos that I've made, and the songs that I like and the songs that friends have requested. And it's a good time. And I've gotten to know some really nice music people over there. So that's running, and that's what I've been spending a lot of my time getting configured and getting just so. And now it's to the point where it's self-running. It doesn't throw it off to me for me to run this stream, so I can have both. I can get everything, and that's really cool because I've made new friends. Um, uh, but I'll get to them in just a moment. First, I want to cover some business. Um, I don't know. A lot of us who are here from the crafting side know Enchanted Luna. Enchanted Luna makes some really interesting stuff, and she's recently used the Steam elements to establish a merch line. And it not a ton of stuff in there yet, but I saw that and I went ahead and had to get some. Now, if my experience with them, oh, sweetie, we got to stay together on the shout outs because you're eating up my screen now. But I'll get to who that is in a minute. Yeah, Psychotic Vinyl's going to get another shout out in a second. Yeah, you did. That's see, one of us plans things and the other one is her. So, what we're doing, we went to because what I was gonna say was, um, I went to Enchanted Luna's stream. It's a very chill vibe. She has a really good playlist of copyright-free music, and she just has a fun time. She does whatever the hell she wants, and it's really relaxing and pixies and everything. But due to the fact that she's defining it, it's the most punk thing in the world to me because it's just like, "Hi, this is the time I'm having. Look or don't." And I love her to death for that. So if we could go ahead and get first a shout out for Enchanted Luna AC, and that'll give you a little bit of information about her. I don't read these anymore because I don't have my glasses on because male vanity is a thing. Um, but that's her rundown. I would strongly recommend at least cruising by. She does has the most fun things. It's an 18 and over channel, so she can make some saucy jokes. She's from Portugal, but so I bought coffee cups. I'm gonna get some clarity here on here for everybody. There we go. Adjust the size so we'll be able to see it. This this is called the Spirit of the Tentacles Compel You. And if you look real close, dude's in a bathtub having a nice Chardonnay, and there's tentacles happening everywhere, and he is not put off by this at all. So this was originally going to be for me, um, and I decided that Hippie should have this because when we played Witcher. Witcher 3, the video game, she really loved the opening scene where the character had the creature climbing up into the bathtub while he was doing it. But no, if Stream Elements, if the quality that I got from Luna's page is an indicator, thumbs up. I mean, I'm really happy with it. One of the mugs did break. Not gonna lie, one of the mugs did break. But they're ceramic mugs. They're going through shipping. Two out of the three made it. The third one was packed really well. It just looks like the box caught something from two different directions. They're already on it about sending me a replacement, so that's cool. This one is called Happy Dragon. Now, I cannot do this justice. I don't think this is going to focus properly, but it is a very busy picture, very cute. And if you go over to Enchanted Luna's stream, I believe there's a section where you can click on to go into her merch, and you can actually view the whole thing. The crafting webcam is just meant good enough to show me tying knots with a hook. So this is called the Happy Dragon, and he's got candy. Now the last one is the Crafting Dragon, and he has a lot of crafting stuff. So that's news number one. News number two, it is official. Mike Tyson is going to murder a white boy on Netflix in July, and I could not be happier. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. He has stopped using pot and he has put his podcast on hold until this is over. He's gonna kill somebody. All right, so that's that part. I had other announcements. Oh, yeah. Well, no, the music stuff is the process, not the announcements. Um, just to go over it, I will cover when asked if anyone wants to go over things that I've been working on recently with the crochet, or if they're new and they want to find out what we've done with the crochet, I can bring that out. And I've got the bare heads within reach, so we can go down memory lane with that. But we're streaming an art right now, and I don't consider my fiber work to be art. It's more utilitarian. This I almost stumble bum to call it art, but we're going to go ahead and go through the production process of what happens when either I see a song and decide I have to do it, or someone requests a song. Uh, I'm gonna. I need it this size for a minute. Um, so uh, a lot of times when people will request a song, they'll say, I'll respond with, "Well, it goes on. I'm gonna put it on the list." This is the list. Uh, I wanted to do this while it was blown up because I have pages upon pages and upon pages of just references to the artist and the song title name, and I'm pouring over them all because it goes in with what kind of creative mood I'm in, what kind of thing is going on. And we're going to use an example with a song that I'm kind of familiar with, but I'm going to go through it like I'm not. And so today, just to cover it right there. And we're going to be going over Sick Puppies, all the same. So hopefully on this one stream, we will be creating the entire video from that, from concept to research to completion. So that's pretty exciting, I think. Or very boring, depending on your mindset. Depending on, yeah, it's going to be Sick Puppies, all the same. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and change modes. Let's see. I am not going to be needing my same setup. So for those who aren't familiar with Sick Puppies are actually a band out of Australia. They had a hit, I'm going to say about 15-ish years ago, um, with All the Same. So what I'm going to do is what am I doing? Okay, I'm going to El Kabong that. All right, that's what I wanted to do. Now we've got the audio going for it. Boom. got too many options to choose from because I'm using the same space for crafting, and I'm not wearing my glasses because I'm an idiot. Um, let me see. Anime's audio. Well, let's do this. But and then we choose this one. Okay. All right, Hippie, I'm gonna need you to tell me if you can hear this when I trigger it. Did you hear the music? Okay. Let me take a quick look on why. There we go. I got it. Shut up, you Australian fuck. All right. So let's get him resized. I am sharing my actual monitor with that to make it a bit easier. Um, so what we've got is we've got their video for all the same. Um, I need the other window so I can select sections with it. Now, this guy represents a couple of problems. Um, I've seen them live, and I can tell you for a fact he stays way too close to the mic. He is too focused on trying to point his face at the mic. So it's like one of those things on Facebook where they load up the picture where no you put your finger on their nose and drag it around. It's like that. No matter where he's doing, his nose is pointed at the mic. So he's altering his natural expression for it. So I went back to the video. And when I went back to the video, that brought up its own little issues because I always pictured this as a dude's on his last legs with trying to talk to his girlfriend about stuff, and it's like a settlement. Fine, it's all the same. I'll take you back. No, he's mad. He's mad. He's mad. And what's more is take a look at this guy. This is Shaggy if he'd have gotten his degree instead of hanging out with those kids in the van. I mean, it's really let's I'm gonna stop and point some things out, but there's a couple of details, and I'll try to be serious with it. First thing, he's 12. He looks like someone's kid. He's yeah. So wide-eyed, that immediately knocks out Randy from doing it, which is horrible because Randy's really good at mad. He's really good at being angry. Randy is the white bear, by the way, or gray bear without horns. See, they should have focused everything on the female bass player because I've seen them live and she loses her shit. She does not care if there's an audience there. This is what she would be doing today. Thank you. So, we get past the pouty. Let me back this down a little bit. We get past the poutiness, and if we take a quick look at how he handles his face, it's problematic because he pulls his upper lip back when he talks, and he pushes his chin up. But at the same time, he's tall, and if you watch his posture, he's used to making himself smaller to interact with people. So I'm gonna be factoring that in as well. I take this shit way too seriously, huh? The other thing is he's kinda kinetic. So he always points at the mic, but anytime he's interacting with a mic or staying on point, he's got like the smell of shit in front of him and he has to pull his head away. It's like, no, no. And I'm starting to wonder how important the eyes are for this. I think I could pull it off with just ear expression, which would put it back in Randy's wheelhouse. Okay, so I just realized that there may be people watching us who don't know, and also this is going on VOD, so I'm going to explain something really quick. This is just going to take me a moment. Let me get big here. Where am I? There I am. Okay, so this bear, hi, how you doing? He is colloquially known as Greg. This is the original Greg, and let's see. In addition to Greg, we have Randy. And Randy, his eyes are not really reactive, so I can wear my glasses with him. And I've also got him gauged with a different structure, so he's a little bit more mobile. And there is one character that has a storyline thing with the type of songs that he has, just sort of lore, and that's Papa Bear. Anything dealing with love is Papa Bear. That's just hands down the way it is. I don't know why, but it got established for an ARG we were going to run. That's where we are now. So, of the 3, I think Randy's gonna end up doing this one because Shaggy here doesn't, like, do a lot of expression with the eyes. So, I think that, he hasn't bought the Great Dane yet. I don't know, I'm not privy to, to that information right now. So, I just wanna go ahead and touch base with you on that, explain that because 'cause I'm just using first names on shit like what goes on inside of my fucked up broken head. Alright, so let's go ahead and go back. The problem is I've looked at his in live performances, he wants to be a rock star, and there's too many things in the way here. Like, every time they show him and he's not near a mic, there's rain. He's looking too mad, he wants to be an actor, and he's bad at it. Okay, so right there, we saw what I was talking about with his mouth. Let me especially when he's mad. Yeah, that's gonna be my one to work on. They should have bet the farm on that female bass player. Like, "No, Katie, you can't get to practice tonight," and then she has a fight with her boyfriend, and then the lead singer sings while she tries to get to the band. She is so much more believable than him. I'm I'm just saying. Okay, so it's time to go to work. We're gonna go actually and go into production. So let me kill the frou-frou one, get the real one up. Dedicated. All right, now this is a dedicated window. I wanted to explain the tools that I'm using. This is a YouTube video. With YouTube, I don't know if anyone knows this, but if you, let me get my mouse working with me here. Okay, so in YouTube, if you have a video going and you right click on it and then move somewhere else and right click again, you find the picture in picture option, which pops that right out. It's a lot easier to handle sometimes, and I like it because I have a separate window because I'd mess things up. So that's what I'm using for this and the sound and everything. Nothing's really good here with the sound. I have tinnitus. I wouldn't be able to tell you the difference. So that would be uh, that would be number one. Number two, is this software here called Animaze. Now, let me move this over. The deal with Animaze is available on Steam. It is technically free as a trial, and the trial is based on a certain number of time pushing the camera out. So if you're trying to get away doing it for free, you would be able to do something along the lines of just practicing inside the application and then only going to push the camera out whenever you were streaming. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. A lot of people don't like the subscription model for it. I do. Um, the subscription model is $15 a year unless you make half a million a year off of it or something stupid. So it's $15 a year, and I've had it for about a year and a half. Um, the bears are technically off the shelf. There are a lot of avatars. I do not know how to make an avatar. I can have somebody make an avatar for face that's compatible with FaceRig, and I can load it into here as well. But they come out with updates. It's supported. This is actually by FaceRig as well. Um, so it's something that you can get, and it runs pretty well. This is the biggest hungry hippo in terms of being a memory hog for this process. So if anything would be oh, I don't have a good enough computer, this would be it. Um, and I run this on my Presario. Presario, I got it off Newegg. I don't even know if that's good. I got it on sale. It's like 800 bucks, like last year. Last year? Yeah, early last year. Um, I upgraded the video card for this, and because I wanted to do 9 or 10 other things, so I'm kind of outmoded for it. But if you were interested in this at all, or even if you just wanted to have a VTuber thing for your own stream, disgustingly easy. Disgustingly easy. Um, and a lot of people may notice that while the bear's talking now, uh, it's not as good as it is in the videos. And that's because I don't use the same facial movements. I accentuate it, I exaggerate it, I drag it out so that it expresses more. And that looks really good for the bear. But if I were to turn on my real webcam while that was going on, I look like someone with special needs trying to get ice cream. It's sad. Um, a lot of contortions and everything like that. There are some movements that I've worked on incorporating all the way down to swallowing and looking away and little weird things. But that's just where I went with it. You can go any which direction with this. As a matter of fact, if you take a look at the choices that you have just on the avatars, you have cats, you have characters from Team Fortress are included. I have bought no DLC from this. I am paying $15 a year for my entire hobby, and this is the hard part. Um, yeah, so this is an important component, and it's a good one. It's also the only one that costs money. I'm gonna throw that out there too. And that's because I didn't want to bind myself with that time limit. I'm subscribed $15 a year. Um, I record from OBS. I'm going to be recording the stream. I'm going to be streaming my recording session, I guess you could say. Either way, both are right. Um, and recording that, I edit them in Microsoft Clipchamp. That's free. It's on your computer now if you have Microsoft. Just saying. And there's nothing special about that either. Um, just need the ability to mess with a green screen a little bit and make sure the editing and timing goes well. And that was on my computer, and that is the entirety of it. At the end of that, I upload it to YouTube as a backup. So if you ever wanted to find out what's the way to find out what the most recent video you put up is, or the most recent video that Greg the Grizzly made, that would be our YouTube channel, which is Greg the Grizzly. I believe it's linked in our um, on our about page, but I'm not entirely sure. So we've got our audio. I've decided on the bear. Um, let's go about getting some positioning. Now, first off, I'm going to close the dedicated window. There we go. I don't need that for the moment. Um, for the actual recording, I'm going to switch over to a special window to do that. That's very minimal. But what I'm going to do is I'm making some decisions here. So I'm going to be using this whole window when I go. Um, Now I'm going to hit Control and A at the same time to spin them around, figure out what way I want him facing. I usually have him facing a little bit toward my left when he's being confrontational. But I did use this angle for Innocent Man by Billy Joel. Let me see. Okay. I need a little bit of a lean forward for him. That's to mimic the tall leaning forward thing. Hmm. Okay. See, I can't headbang with this either. I've got a limited range of motion, and I'm figuring out my range here. All right, so that's good. That's good. We've got an ad break coming up in about a minute. Oh, it's in progress. It's in progress. So I'm gonna hold what we got. Let's go back and take a look at my clothes. Hmm. See, I'm not overstating the eyes. I can't use green. He was a bit white. Did that make a difference? I don't think that makes a difference. No, no, no. I think this is as honky-ish as this gets. So, bottoms not showing, hands not active, uh, shoes. It's the shoes. Okay, so I'm going to go red. Nah. Do we have a preference on the color of his top? Hippie or chat? Or is there anybody? I don't even know if there's anybody in chat. I'm not paying attention. If they are, they're lurking and I like it better with the white if we're going to go that route. Blue? Blue? Okay, so Marianne says blue, we're going blue. That matches his eyes. So he can be matched up. I think Marianne's just tired of why are you talking so goddamn much? No, that's stupid. He doesn't need a baseball cap. That thing the fuck out of here. Okay, I'm good with this, I think. All right, so we are going to do a dedicated window. That's just going to give us another window that only shows him, and I'm going to move the other one to another screen. And I always try to do at least one side by side practice so that it doesn't I don't waste all my time with, oh God, I forgot that lyric, or oh that looks like shit. Let's give it a shot. I think I got it. Usually, I'd have to listen to it a few times, but I listened to this a lot. This came out when my, marriage was falling apart, so, yeah. This got played a lot, like, a lot in my house. Yeah. Oh, wait, I gotta mute. I make noise when I do this. Be the worst ASMR ever. Okay, hold on. Give me a I'm very sensitive about all this as well. This is my process. I have imposter syndrome like a motherfucker right now. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I'm about ready to get this motherfucker in the can. How about y'all? All right, so we're gonna move that off screen. think this is gonna be pretty good. I think that went pretty well. I think I got it. So we're gonna go to the recording screen, um, and I'm gonna record it. Science. Let's see. Why? Okay. Let me get the filters off. Animes, filters, ding ding. Okay. Uh, Reload the music, as it were. And as soon as I get done with this part, before we go to the editing process, which should be really short, I'll show you the ones that I finished yesterday. Um, all right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That'll work with time. We'll figure it out as we go. Okay. Getting ready to kill the mic, and we are going to record this. God, I hope this goes okay. Let's see. Sound adjusted. Well, fuck yeah. All right, so no, I did you already. You stop. All right, so there's that. That happened. All right, so let me clear my throat. Um, sorry, that was a throwback. That was you, not me. Okay, so what I have now is I have a bare naked video. So I'm going to open up Clipchamp. I have a template saved just because I don't delete my past projects. So that's how I get around a lot of this. So I'm just going to go down to the one that I completed last, click on it, take the video out of it, move it from here. Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to drag that video that I just recorded from OBS in, hit the plus, and it's going to drop it in there. Now all I need to do is measure up the time, get it to start where I want to, and then replace the tags here, and then make sure it works right. So let me get me out of the way. Right. I don't think I have a desktop sound thing going on, so give me just a second. I don't know how interested y'all are in hearing this, so I'm not that worried about it. This should take me just a moment. Okay, so the sync looks good and the sound is good. Let me check at the beginning. Let me check the end. I check to see if I have like too long of a section at the beginning or if it needs to be scaled back. Same with the end. Okay, that looks good. So all that's happy. Gonna squeeze it within the frame, come over here, close in on it. Now all I got to do is just change the name of what's the name of the song. So I'm going to click on this text box. All the same. Click on the next text box, and that's by Sick Puppies, not Suck Puppies. Man, that brain damage kicks in at the worst time, doesn't it? So on the other channel, I decided I was going to give a shout out to some people that I really liked. And yeah, that went funny because I can't spell vinyl. Just saying. Okay, so I just realized I didn't switch back to the production screen, so I'm just describing it to you, but that's fine. That's fine. This is Clipchamp. This is what I did down here. I just checked it. Got it all corrected. So now I'm going to hit export. Now for my purposes, I always use the 720. And from this point, when it exports it, it's going to show up in my downloaded files. I don't have to save it to OneDrive. I don't have to do anything like that, and I don't care about this anymore. So with Clipchamp, I'll just have to back out. And that'll also leave it where I was working on this song for the next song that I come to, so I can just wipe it out, throw the other song in, and continue the process. That way I don't have to recreate the wheel each time. Ooh, I can't. I'm full screen. Hold on. Okay, there we go. All right, so we are done with Clipchamp. Oh, Psychotic Vinyl's in the house. I was about to say, can we get a shout out for Psychotic Vinyl? But Pet Hippie is already on it. Pet Hippie is already on it. By the way, the Psychotic Vinyl, he streams daily right around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So right around the time you're getting off work. That's a good time. Good time. Good times being had over there. You should take part in them. He no genre off bounds. No genre off bounds. I started off with him. The first show I visited, it was rap. Then it was alt rock. He's got some music for you. But yeah, weekdays 3 p.m. I would highly recommend it. Check his schedule, plan yours around it. All right, so what are we doing? I've got it saved. Blah blah blah. Gonna upload it to YouTube. Gonna do that later. Got it in my download folder. Gonna move that over. That's done. So let me do it the easy way. I'm going to show you the uploaded versions of the ones that I made recently because I've already got the sharing and everything up for this. Hold on one second, please. I thought I had this planned out. I am really debating about taking a break while figuring this out when I take my break, but videos, here we go. An embarrassing story about Hippie without her permission. I'm not going to tell you about something my ex-girlfriend did. I won't tell you about something that's not my story to tell. But almost anything else is up for grabs on that. I just wanted to point that out. And, yeah, you do not wanna use the no cursing one because it does make me mad. It does make me mad. And our musical dragon is at level 16 right now. So oh, he mad. So let's go ahead and give him a steak. Steak is cheap, people. It's 50 channel points for God's sake. Good lord. And he's a growing dragon. Okay, so I'm not gonna leave you in silence here. So I'm going to pull up. I can get my hands working with me. If I can pull up my pop out. And then we do the video. Things are all screwed up, but I'm still recovering from getting the second stream set up. I'm usually a touch smoother than this. Not much, but some. I believe some. Okay. Working on it. That should be the visual. There we go. We got it adjusted. Oh, he's a happy dragon. He's going to spout some wisdom on us soon. We also have options for you to breed him and to battle with him. Just to let you know, if he loses the battle, he loses that crown on his head, and everybody's going to give you shit. If you breed him, it changes his appearance, and yeah, that's hit or miss. So there's that aspect. But anyway, I will be right back, and then we will review the videos that I made yesterday. Let me get that. I'm coming. I swear I'm coming. Got it. I'm not dodging you. I promise I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm okay. Okay. I just wanted it to look good for them. Okay, I am back. Looks like I timed that out about right too. Ooh, Edie, I mean, that's a blast from the past. Okay. No, sweetie, I was gonna let you finish, but you're not even halfway through that song. Okay, so let me get the pre-planned. Let's see. Get that in a pop-up window. Okay, so this is admittedly a one take. This went through really quick. Let me go ahead and get the audio lined up. Doo-doo-doo. It's chaos, I'm telling you. Okay, so this is Nobody Does It Better. It's Me First and the Gimme Gimmes. I've been listening to Me First and the Gimme Gimmes since about 1990, I'm going to say five. I discovered them at the same time I discovered Liz Phair. That's how old how well, not how old, but how long this band has been together. Um, so I'm going to go ahead, expand this out a little bit, and we should have everything lined up. Which icon? That one. But you're getting the overall message. You guys can do this too. This is doable stuff. I'm just the idiot who thought of it first. That could be a bad thing. So that was that one. Um, that was by request for Me First and the Gimme Gimmes. Let me I'll point out something geeky about this when it's over. So this is actually by a guy named his recording name was Uncle Cracker, and it was big right around I'm gonna say the late 20th century. Um, the late the late 1900s. Um, yes. The problem that I had duplicating this is everything that I found of him live or in concert or on video involved him having both of his hands in the air gesturing for the whole thing, less with the raise the roof and more with the palms down, doing, "Oh, look how smooth I am." Um, but, I could do that. I think I got that with the facial expressions and everything, but I was sorta stuck because at the very beginning I couldn't get a beginning down. Like, I couldn't figure a way to monkey bar into that. So what I ended up doing was, I'm gonna play this again before he starts singing, but this is literally Joe Biden walking up to the microphone. Watch. Mouth closed firmly, bobbling along, head turned up at the base of the neck. It's a thing. I don't know. Anyway, um, let's see. I did that one. I did that one, and I was happy with that. Don't get me wrong. I also did another one for Jailhouse Rock, which I will not be sharing because I hate Elvis. I, however, love Violet to death. If we could get a shout out for Violet, Vixen. Why am I saying Violet? Because I'm brain damaged. That's why. Um, I I called Abijah Abijah for how long? So, anyway, Vixen requested that, and she wanted Elvis. I hate Elvis because I'm from Tennessee. Um, and that was sort of jammed down my throat. So I did for her. I did Schoolhouse Rock and Can't Help Falling in Love. Jailhouse Rock. Schoolhouse Rock would have been good. I would have endorsed that. I've got Hippie over my corner correcting me every time I go out. So, but what I'm trying to get to is that the other one that I did, I think may have been one of the better videos that I've ever done. It was actually requested by Psycho Violent. I cannot talk. Psycho Vinyl. In the first stream that he was in, and he found out that we take requests, and he did a shout out for this song, and I liked the song to the point where we ended up doing it that well, I ended up doing it that day. True fans can tell by the emblem that is currently on the screen. That they at least have an idea of what's coming. Um, he has incredibly good taste in music. I respect his taste. This is the moment that I decided he and I were friends. was because he asked for Nobody Speak by Run the Jewels. And Hippie can 100% verify that I wore this song out when it dropped. And then I pushed it aside. And then 2 years later, I pulled that out again and I wore it out again. I love this song. I love it by the pound. Love it to death. And the fact that this is what he wanted, that was his request, that 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 says something. So I put effort into it. It's a duet. So for the duet, I actually had to record one part, then go back and then record the other part and then splice them together. There were also a lot of things that I actually had to sit down and work out watching the video, even though I'm a big fan of the song. They don't go into you sing a stanza and then I'll sing a stanza. It's sometimes a stanza will start with LP rapping and then Killer Mike finishing it off, or vice versa. Um, and it's smooth enough to the point where sometimes you forget who's talking, or at least I do in this song. I'm also I have a an eye toward doing "Don't Cry" by them in the near future, but that might be a little bit. But this is one of the better videos I think I've ever done. Gonna go ahead and share this with you again. This was requested by Psychotic Vinyl. Definitely go check out his Discord. That's where I dropped this to deliver it to him as his raw request, as we normally do, either through Whisper or Discord. And here it is. No, it was Psychotic Vinyl. Psychotic Vinyl wants No Diggity, and I'm about to talk about why that one's hard. Yes. Enjoy your dinner. Okay, yeah, so happy with that. Kind of very, very, very happy with that. But I was also going to go ahead and take this time to explain to people why some things are harder than others, and I was going to use that as the example. Um, Shut up. YouTube trying to play more music when I told it to stop. Makes it, ah, right? So what we have to contend with the complexity of it, things get complex when they start getting really fast, really quick paced, or if there's a lot of participants. And one of the songs that got requested was No Diggity. I would need at least three avatars, which means I would have to go through the process of filming three videos and then binding them together. But this is a long-term project. The thing holding me back from No Diggity is um is actually getting the timing down, and I'm not quite there yet, so my skill level is still coming up to that. Um, yeah, yeah, I did have some other requests that were a little bit more two-dimensional that we were going to go ahead and take a look at an evaluation on. I'm looking over the list now and just trying to pick one out that we can relatively. I thought I did blame. I'm about 80% sure I did blame. I could do Night in Budapest, Dead South, People Are Strange. Hmm. Okay, our path is clear at this point. Can't be avoided. I got to put the glasses on. All right. Sorry about that. All right, so I'm gonna go for a non-bear one on this one. Let me. Yeah, no, living dangerously. Smart ass. Okay, I biblically know the words. There's no live footage of them do. Well, actually, there is, but I don't want to mess with it. Um, yeah, yeah. I haven't found any real live footage of the band doing. This is TISM. Um, and I would go into it, into what to expect with it, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. I'm just going to go in cold on this one because I'm ready. I've listened to this song again, again. This is one of those things where a song doesn't necessarily need to match your history to be kind of cool. So yeah, um, looking over my list of things now. I know we always need more glitter. There we go. Okay, so we should be good. I'm going to go ahead and jump into production. We're going to try to record on the first go. I'm going to try to one shot it. I don't know if I can, but I'm going to try to one shot it. Everyone else has had more sex than me. Let's ask Hippie why that's funny. Why is that funny, Hippie? Because I got it like that. That's why. You don't Mac a bear avatar. I'm just saying. All right. I've got the sound pulled up. That looks good. Let's get into production. Nope. There we go. Now I just need to quit glowing. Get the green screen up. All right. Okay, here we go. I'm aborting it because I was not going to do a bear and I just saw Randy and went with it. That's on me. That's on me. That's on me. So now part of the show is we need to pick somebody to do the song. Let's do that together on the other screen. Let's go back into production. Okay, this shit out of the way. All right. Who has everyone had more sex than? Uh, Knox the Puppet. That's pretty easy. You think? I just used Knox though to do the Jailhouse Rock. All right. Not using a known video game character. I'm not using a cat for everyone else that's had more sex than me. Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling it. There we go. I've never used this one before. Let's see what happens. Not a lot of mobility on him. Okay, well, his ears are tied to his mouth. That makes it doable. I just need to keep my chin up. Okay. Yeah, I can do this. However, since he's talking, got to recalibrate with the glasses. Oh, the mouth makes the eyes move. I don't like that. Now I'm backing out of that one. That's going to be hard to do. Ah, not wise yet. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Gonna go with some glasses. Oh, hippie? What do you think? Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling that. All right, so this is that's the one we're gonna use. That's the one we're gonna use. Okay. So let's go ahead and get the music queued back up. We will try that again. Okay. Mm, I need to move them down. They're too high. I didn't notice until I moved 'em. Okay, yeah, like that. Okay, good, good, good. We are close enough for government work. I'll have to practice with that pig later. No, I can think of several things. Oh, come on. I see I'm right about to hit record and it says ad break ends in 1 minute. Motherfucker. Okay, they are almost back. And welcome back. Let's see. Okay, we're right about to do the record. I'm not great with the owl, but there we go. Yeah, that should work. Let's give it a try, see what we can get into. Worst case scenario, it's another file to delete. That went well. Okay. No, you can stop playing now. Thank you. We're done. Appreciate it. No, stop it. Don't repeat it. The moment's gone. Let's go back to production. All right. All right. And just to let everybody know, I will be crocheting tomorrow. Um, didn't want everyone thinking that I completely changed and forgotten where I've come from and everything. So we're not going to go through the whole thing of editing that one. We're going to take a look and see if we've got anything else. Um, there's one that I was going to do, but I'm having a problem picking the avatar for. Um, don't say. So for those who are familiar with the genre of EDM, the singer's name is Silent Child, and the song is ADHD. I was going to use Hippie's avatar, uh, but it's a male voice. So let's see if we've got anything that trumps that. Nah, I'm going to use Randy for that. It's bouncy. That's a Randy thing. Excuse me. Recreate the blue that Marianne liked before. I'm going to mute for just a second. I've got a little bit of a cough going on. Okay, that's a little bit better, I think. All right, let me get the song queued up. Okay. Okay. Again, biblically familiar with this song. So this should go really quick, I'm hoping. And this will be the last one that I'm actually working on. I don't think I'm going to bag it early, but I don't want to don't want to push too many out. And I actually don't want to test your patience because I don't know how cool you guys think this is. So this will be the first time. It's always hard your first time, or so I'm told. Um, let's see. We are going to go over to the workshop, as it were. You get calibrated. I gotta make sure my eyes are really open for this one. All right. That one went easy. Well, crap. There we go. All right. Well, we're back on that one. I'm going with that one as a take. Let's see what else we can get into. Shit. Well, okay, so I've got time before my next break. Yeah, let's see. If anybody has any throwout requests, let me know. Oh, let's see what we get. Oh, to feed him. I thought you were breeding him. Jesus. Like, I know which one I want to do, but I don't know it well enough, and it's going to take me at least an hour to get it down. One that I'm working on right now that's in the pipe. And it's mainly about the cadence and where the person talks and getting the lip sync right. So I'm not making any excuses on that. But one of the ones to watch out for is WAP WAP by Richard Cheese. Um, yeah, it's pretty hot. DB was asking about that. DB the third. If we can get a shout out for DB the third, that'd be cool. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna use the pig. Yeah, I don't want the glasses though. Yeah, his eye tracking is not there. No. Okay, there we go. Okay. Wish there was a way to adjust the size of his mouth. Okay, there we go. Matter, that doesn't matter. Okay. Nah, I don't know if I can use the mouth for that. It's not moving half the time. I'm gonna save that though. Eh, let's just do a straight Greg the Grizzly. Okay, so we're gonna do fire, water, burn. Okay, we are configured. But first, I am going to have to take a brief break. Got to keep on the schedule with Hippie's demands because she has the only functioning car. So I will be right back. Let me facilitate something for you to listen to that isn't my other stream. Give me one. I'm not gonna say give me one moment. I say that way too much. Where's music box? Okay, I will be right back. Wow, I timed that really good. That was like right at time. So I'm back. I need to recalibrate. That's one of the things about this is if you step away and come back, you do kind of need to let it know where your eyes are. So, um, yeah, let's go ahead and we're gonna do Fire, Water, Burn. I'm gonna do the Bloodhound Gang version of it. Search for stuff off just in case something inappropriate pops up. I've seen too many episodes of YouTube drama stuff to fall prey to that stuff. Hold on. Fire. And again, we have a plus on this because this is old. I'm old. I'm gonna use the force on it. Um, let's see. I'm stacked. I'm good with liquids actually. Hippie was bringing me a water because the three that I have. I'm always worried that I'm not taking care of myself when I'm around her because her reactions are so hyped. I'm gonna go for white top and white bottom. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Okay, there we go. That's about how I wanted that. Let's bring him down a touch. Wish I could make his eyes bloodshot. That would be nice. Let me get it. And what I'm doing is I'm calibrating while I'm looking slightly above so that it looks mean when I look back down. Okay, here we go. And we're going to go to the recording tab. We're going to get everything lined up. You have no idea how hard it is to make an avatar look stoned. Oh, man. Okay, so that one went pretty well. Let me go back to production. Oh, who are we shouting out? Oh, Vinyl Sideshow. Yes, shout out Vinyl Sideshow. Definitely. 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 So Vinyl Sideshow, um, for those who may or may not be in the know, he likes to play entire sides of records. That's it's the side show. Get it? The side show. It's the side of the album. Um, so he plays the solid sides. He was on his Discord and he was asking people to vote and he was talking about maybe he was thinking would there be an interest in doing a regularly scheduled hip hop one. And I happened in my first visit was on his hip hop night. Oh my God, that shit was bumping old school. I cannot tell you how many times Hippie had to deal with me spinning around in my chair going like, "Oh shit." I think my answer to every song was typing in what grade I was in when it came out, and it was hot, hot, beginning to end. It lit up, and my only concern with him running a hip hop thing would be if he could keep that energy level all the time. Because if that's what happens when it's a special occasion, I'd rather it be a special occasion. That shit was bumping, and yeah, yeah, he was pitching it real well too. I highly, highly, highly encourage everybody to give them a listen. Let me get my stuff straight because I don't think I'm going to be recording any more specific videos tonight. So first off, I'm going to move you down. Then I'm going to come over here. I'm sorry. All I heard was the word crashed. What? Oh, your Chrome. Okay. Sorry, I have an automated stream and a real stream going on, and my Chrome crashed. I heard crashed and was like, "Oh shit!" I was about to go full battle stations. I have issues with that stuff. All right. What am I doing? I am going to animate. It's gonna do the filters. Gonna. There we go. So it's been a while in getting everything straight, and I'm still getting my schedule together. Um, I am now at the downswing of how much work needs to be done. Um, if tonight is any indication, it is entirely plausible for me to knock out several videos back to back. So that's not going to be taking up a lot of my time in the future. I've got the other system set up to work. If you'd like to go visit it to just sort through all the videos that I make, that's going to be on display permanently and on a 24/7 basis. And that's over at Gen X Jukebox. If I could get a shout out for my other channel. Um, and it's meant to be a vibe time. Go in, check it out. If you don't like the song that's playing, wait. We're having problems with our randomizer right now. Not gonna lie, not gonna lie. The randomizer's not working real well. It's skipping over a bunch of songs. So right now it's doing the ABCs. It's going in alphabetical order, and I've got the shorts, the short messages in between the shower thoughts interspersed out. What I'm thinking mainly of doing on my stream for this aspect of my stream, on the video production side, is doing the shower thoughts, where I just sit here on a weekend and we'll get a little bit altered, shall we say. Um, I don't want anyone to think that I experiment with drugs. I do full scale research. But yes, 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 I have passed that. Joe Rogan calls me when he needs to come down. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He's 5'3", by the way. Um, and his primary black belt's in useless foo. Anyway, 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 what I'm seeing for my future with this stream, where that's concerned, is the making of the smaller videos or talking about things with them. And for that, I will be going into the art section like I did tonight. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be crocheting again. Um, we will be crocheting up a storm. I am working on a three-color bag at this point. Um, I know it's bad luck to cross streams, but you know what? Let me go ahead and do just that. I'm going to pull up this cam, and I'm gonna pull me over to the side. And in case anyone here doesn't know about my crocheting and stuff, just to show you the project that I'm working on right now and the ones examples of the ones that I'm known for. This is called an emotional support gremlin. It's basically a pet rock with some sort of redeeming feature. This one has a little tuft of hair. Some have mohawks, sweatbands, glow in the dark features, but they always have eyes so that you can hold them. It's when you're having a stressed out day. It doubles as a stress ball. But the main thing that people like that I do is the bear heads. This is a bear head representation of Abijah, and I was watching his stream and realized that I had the yarn that was close to his hair, his skin tone, and his hair just fascinated me. So I had to duplicate it. I made headphones with the same color of his headphones, and it blends in a lot, but you can sort of see it. Let me get some extra light on here. There we go. So I'm very proud of the way that turned out. He's very cute. And Abijah I don't know what to call him, a tailor. I think sewist. A tailor sounds better. It, yeah, yeah. Go ahead and give him a shout out. I'm not saying it's the wrong term, but sometimes the right term sounds stupid. A sewist. That he's a tailor. It's like a male ballerina is called a ballerino. Yeah, exactly. Right. That doesn't sound right. Look it up, by the way. I'm not kidding. Ballerino. Um, wait for that shout out to go away. But yeah, Abijah, he's got a really good vibe. I endorse him heavily. He's been having some challenges recently, so he hasn't been streaming quite as much. But he sews. He has bumping music over there. He had a fit of black violin going on over there that was just fucking awesome. Um, but yeah, he has a good time, and his main message to everybody is very similar to mine. My overriding message is that you can do anything. You personally, you can do this. Um, anything that I can do, you can do. Nothing's ever hard. It's just new, and that's the overriding message. Abijah goes similar to that. Would do the hard thing first. Gravitate toward discomfort. Find what you don't like and work toward that. Thank you so much for feeding that dragon. We are still at level 16 with that dragon, but he's getting fat fast. Uh, uh, he admittedly he did have some time out for a while. So this is the representation of Abijah. There's another streamer that we like who is named the Green Bear, and I am over the moon proud of the representation that we did of him. Um, this is a representation of the Green Bear. Don't shout him out yet. I want to go over the details of it. But he's an old school gamer. So he plays like City of Heroes, and lately he's been playing a lot of Warframe. Um, but by old school gamer, he's into the gaming aspect entirely. He can talk to you about the evolution of gaming. It's a very inviting area, one of the first things I did when I started my stream was I made a commercial for his stream. I took his trailer, got permission for it, and I made a commercial for him to go into circulation because it was that positive of an experience for me to go into his stream. Um, so this was the first Bearhead that I made that represented somebody, and his glasses raise up. The lenses of the glasses do glow in the dark. It would be logistically problematic for me to kill all the lights and show you that right now, but trust me, it does. I have glow in the dark yarn and that was actually one of the reasons that I got it. Mustache, goatee, and a little bit of a mohawk. And the thing that I like best about the Green Bear stream is when you go over to him, if he notices that you're a first time chatter, because it tells him, it's not like he's got it written down. But when it says first time chatter, no matter what he's doing, he could be mid game in the middle of combat. Everything stops so he can play intro music, so he can invite you in and talk to you. That's really nice. He's so happy to have everybody in there. Let's go ahead and get that shout out going for him. That's the Green Bear, all one word. Yeah, he's good, especially to talk to about games and the way they're developing and the way they're going. He stays in contact with the news as well on it. And he just hangs out. He's I won't say he's funny, but he's very punny. And if you get to be my age, you know the difference. Feel terrible for Hippie when she goes into his chat and I do at the same time because she gets it from both ends. We're doing the conversational version of giving her the London Bridge. We're over 18. Come on. Come on. Come on. We can do that. All right. So this one is this I can't remember his first name. Phineas. See? Yeah. This is Phineas McGowan. Phineas McGowan is a snake oil salesman from the 1800s. This is Hippie's favorite because he has mutton chops. All right, show those there. And I like him because he's got a dead eye. Under the eye patch is actually a googly eye to be his dead eye. He has a little top hat that's removable, and he, of course, has a bald head, but little top hat with a silver emblem on there. Just a cute thing. He's one of the more popular ones that we've done. So yeah, this is the type of thing that I've been putting together, but that's only been within the past couple months. What I'm working on right now and what I generally work on is utilitarian things. So right now I am working on a bag. This is going to be a very generous bag, very large. I've started referring to it as the strawberry shortcake design. So what we have is we're doing what's called working in the round. So I don't turn it ever. I'm just working in circles. And what I'm doing is I'm doing like the circle of, well, for example, I'll do the circle of pink or the light pink. And then once it gets back around to where all three of them meet up, I'll come back, grab the darker pink or lighter purple, go around with that, and then grab the cranberry and go around with it. So you get the stripe, 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 and it just works up in a triple spiral. I'm working on that. These are single crochet stitches only. This is a pretty good mindless project. I'll be working on this tomorrow. I'm hopefully going to be finishing this in short order. And I will be updating my schedule very often. To give you an idea on how far I've come with the other project, I've gotten the project up from concept to up and running, and today I crossed the last hurdle that I had with getting the emotes that are entered into the chat room to show up on the screen. So that's a Stream Elements deal. And it took me a while to figure that out, but it had confusion about the screen size, but that's working now, so that's working great. Um, and yeah, the since that's working on its own now, I have a dedicated computer running that stream, so I'll be able to work and crochet just like I did before here, and the two will be separate, and one won't detract from the other. So I'm hoping that it'll be a really good time. This is primarily going to be a crocheting stream still. Um, but I wanted to get at least one in the bag in the VOD and highlight it to show everybody how we're doing it because my name is getting mentioned a lot on the other things, and I would probably want to discuss it. Plus, I'm open to change. Who knows? Who knows, right? Um, let's see. One other thing, since I mentioned Stream Elements again, I'm going to set this aside and once again show off what arrived today. Holy shit, man. Holy shit, man. Holy shit, man. If you are a fan of Enchanted Luna, which is the same as asking if you've ever been to her stream, I'm going to close this in a little bit. There we go. Let's get that up close and personal a little bit. We purchased 3 coffee cups from her new merch section, and I did check during one of the breaks. There is a link to merch on there, and it does go to that option. So this is the Tentacles Compel You. And if someone wants to clip this and send this over to her in a link, she'd probably go shit nuts over that. She was really concerned about these showing up. And I'll be honest, I've worked with Cafe Press before. They do the like print on demand stuff, and I was expecting much lower quality than this. I was thinking it was going to be blurry. Hippie framed it as she was expecting it to be pixelated or dots like on a comic book. But this is really nice. It's glazed well. Um, it's 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 really it's the colors are crisp too. I know this isn't doing justice to the colors, but this is the power of the tentacles compel you. This was originally going to be mine, but I decided to offer it to Hippie, and Hippie was like, "Yeah, hell yeah." She really liked the scene in Witcher 3 in the opening where they had a reference to something like this. And for me, I have the Happy Dragon, and the Happy Dragon is happy because he's eating candy. And the thing I really like about Enchanted Luna's artwork is, God, I wish we could just get a decent thing going here with the camera. Um, let me kill animes. I don't think it has a result with it, but I'm too far off to the side to really get a good shot at it. But anyway, the thing that I like, and you can tell that it's there even if you can't make it out. You've got the primary dragon that you're going to be looking at, but there's little details hidden around. There's little snacks over here, little things. There's a bunny peeking around the corner, a little fairy up here. It's one of those things where if you look long enough, you can find little details about that kind of stuff, and I really like that in the cutesy artwork. But this is adorable. One of them did not make it alive, unfortunately. We got one called the Crafting Dragon, and they shipped all 3 of them together. They were very well packed. I'm not disparaging that in any way. They had bubble wrap around them. They were in collapsible little boxes. And the last one, the Crafting Dragon, looks like it got pinched from the top and bottom at the same time, and it just was too much for it. It broke. I've reached out to Stream Elements, and they've already taken steps towards sending me a replacement, so no problem at all with that. But yeah, I wanted to share these with you to let you know that's out there because one, I assumed Stream Elements was going to be cheap, not cheap in price, but I thought it was going to be. And I not only wanted to support Enchanted Luna, I wanted these damn cups because I've been excited about these for a while. Um, but yeah, this is what I'm going to be drinking my coffee out of, and I can already tell you how it's going to go. I'm a very bitter man. I need a sweet coffee that's going to have cream, sugar, a lot of sugar, and whipped cream on top, just because I want to be bougie. Hell yeah, happy with it. So if you love Enchanted Luna, go over and take a look at our merch section, see if there's anything there that you can use. When I took a look at it, it was primarily, like coffee mugs and mouse pads, but we just came across a situation where I use one coffee mug. I have an I Love New York coffee mug that I was gifted at one point. This is my new one. This is my new one. I'm overjoyed about this one. Let's see. But that's about where we are. I'm gonna go ahead and I've taken out a lot of the stuff that would involve some things, but just in case anyone else is new here, if we go over to one moment, there we go. We can ignore 90% of what's on here. But coming down the row on the left here, those are my kitties. Well, those are our kitties. Shut up, stupid bear. All right. So yeah, the orange cat is named Velma. She is female. Female orange cats are rare. Uh, we've got the next one down is Fred. And then the next one down is Daphne. Daphne is my cat. And then we've got Greg the Grizzly because he's fucking adorable. And then we've got a superhero icon that I have. And then we've got my cat looking wistfully out the window because she's baller like that. She's baller like that. Yes. That you can use the chat at this point as the legend for that picture. So yeah. But anyway, I'll go back over to production. We are going to take the picture back down. Well, we're gonna pick the right thing first. Human cam is going to get reduced. And we are back at the beginning. Now, with the project that I have going on, I just wanted to explain to make uh no, uh Tough Cat's trying so hard to give us some kittens. We're not in a position to do that yet. We're allowed to have two cats and we have three. So there's a thing with the landlord. We are, however, in the process of house shopping. That's not a permanent thing, but I don't know if it's timed well with that. I have to be the adult in the room. Um, but yeah, I want to go ahead and just explain why the two streams. Uh, and what I'm going to do with this specific broadcast is I'm going to save this on VOD and highlight it and have it in its own section. So that way I can just point to it if anyone asks about the videos and stuff. Um, what my thought line was I would do whatever, crochet, have a variety show or whatever. And then when I wasn't actively streaming, I could tag out and all these videos that I would make would flow through. And eventually the videos became the more fun part. And I got up to a bunch of them. And then around Christmas time, I met Vixen. I stumbled into Scoobaloo's stream, and the order that I went into was Scoobaloo. She rated out to Vixen, and within 15 minutes, I was caught up in the energy that Vixen had going on, and she was talking me into streaming the crocheting because I admitted that I knew how to do it. It went from her to Crafty Lady, and with that, I was done. Um, that being said, I don't think we've given Crafty Lady a shout out. It's Crafty Lady 2019. If we could get a shout out for her, please. Um, and that all of a sudden made me feel more confident about putting that the crochet side of me out there. And Crafty and Biker Boy were very Biker Boy's her mod. They were very instrumental in giving me that confidence, and I've always been very appreciative of them. I don't know who prays, and I don't really get into the whole thoughts and prayers thing, but Crafty Lady is a Canadian, and right now she's having some voice problems. I think she mentioned her throat and her voice was giving out. She has not streamed a lot this week. And with that in mind, if everybody could just give her a follow, cross your fingers, and hope she does well. She streams on a very regular basis. It's 7 to 9 in the morning on weekdays. And she has a Discord, and it is a high energy, good time, positive way to start your day. And I say that being one of the most abrasive motherfuckers on the block. I have to start my day with her, and that evens me out. You cannot imagine how bitter I would be without that. Bringing it back around, could we get a shout out for Biker Boy? Oh, we're doing Scoobaloo first. Let's give a shout out to Scoobaloo. Scoobaloo historically was doing like watercolors and stuff. She's very good at it. Then I was like, hey, how about you try to crochet? And now she crochets better than me, and it's been less than 2 months. No, no, it's been almost it's been about a month and a half. I've been tracking it. Um, she's crazy with it. She went from, oh, that's how you do a chain stitch to, oh, look at the little thing I designed. She's she's crazy good with it. She's like a prodigy with it. Um, highly recommend her stream. She's having to fold around her work schedule, so it can get sort of sporadic. I would definitely check her schedule. I we have to coordinate better on that. Biker Boy, I'll tell you about him in just a second, just to finish it out. But with Scoobaloo, it's not as consistent, but it's really good. With Biker Boy, he does graphic art, and he's also a mod for Crafty. Oh, hey Vinyl, how you doing? Oh, you're next on. Don't shout him out yet. Let me catch up. But we're gonna get you a shout out, Vinyl. Vinyl is one of the friends that I was talking about a little while ago. With Biker Boy, he lives in Greece, and he also plays Minecraft on his own stream. He makes graphic artwork that is intended for scrapbooks, but it's also really great to use on computer stuff. I used it as backgrounds out here. Now, Vinyl Slideshow, we were just talking about him a little while ago. I'm going to put the hurting on y'all because normally I just ask you to follow people. Guess what? We're going for the whole bonus plan on this one. I want y'all to follow Vinyl Sideshow. I want y'all to join his Discord. I want you to go into his section where he has a poll asking about running a hip hop stream. And I want you to hit yes as many times as you are legally allowed to in your state without evoking the attention of Donald J. Trump. That's what I want. God damn it. I was so hyped on his stream. I come in the first time and he's running a hip hop thing, and I'm spinning around in my chair like Linda Blair's heads. Oh, I'll hold off. I'm hitting the pause on it. Although y'all guys should be getting ad blockers at this point. Come on, we're adults. Oh, this is hard for me to hit pause on this too. Oh, 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 he's getting it with both barrels as soon as these ads in. Because now I'm getting all the details in my head. I know. I'm watching the countdown. Excuse me, getting old. Gotta die soon. So you should subscribe now. Holy crap, it's Darsh. Hey Darsh, how are you doing? And welcome back from ad break. Darsh, how you doing? Yeah, you know it's that time to get ill. That's the time it is. How are you doing, man? I hope you're doing okay. Just gonna finish up on something I was gonna say before the ad break. With Vinyl Sideshow, I went into his stream and I had been through like four other music streams, and I'm not disparaging anybody. Everybody has their own vibe on their stream. I'm not judging people. Yes, I do judge people, but I'm not judging them publicly. Let me go ahead and I'm not throwing rocks at people. I go through like two or three people who are just like sitting in their living room on their couch with a cranked up record player, um, playing something that they know absolutely nothing about in terrible sound quality. And then out of nowhere, DB the third, one of the friends of the channel from way back, introduces me to Vinyl Sideshow. I get exposed to Vinyl Sideshow. I hit Vinyl Sideshow stream. The method of saying hello to me is I walk in and Tribe Called Quest is asking me if they can kick it. Why, yes, you can. I was home. That was awesome, and it just kept getting better and better and better. It was awesome. It was a good time. Apparently he doesn't do exclusive hip hop nights very often. It was very enjoyable. Different themes. Hip hop is a thing for me, but also I love every kind of music. I have not heard a bad stream from him or the other person who is in the same vein. Both of them like to play the whole sides of records. Um, but I could not tell that was your first time as a hip hop stream because you were, man, man. I was in high school again, and I was the most popular kid on there. Oh god, this was freaking awesome. Loved it to death. But another person who does things along a similar vein, throws it up with different genres as well, is Psycho Vinyl. I've got them on permanent shout out. If we could give them a shout out as well. And now that I've got all the shout outs taken care of, Darsh, how the heck are you? It has been a while. Hope you're doing well. I was worried about your health earlier. I know that they were trying to work you to death. And I know you were going through the editing process on that book of poetry that you were working on, but we've been waiting on you and we've been waiting to see it. But I've been mainly worried about your well being because, see, you've been doing those 12-hour shifts, man. I believe it was Socrates who said, "Why money ain't free." That's, I'm pretty sure that was Socrates. Oh, no. That diabetes shit. Mm. I, that's terrible. Well, I hope that improves for you. I wanted to let you know while you were gone, we've made some changes. Tonight is sort of like a one shot in the art section where I explained how to do the bear videos, and we're sort of in the aftermath of that. But I'm going to be crocheting like normal on this channel. But our music videos and shorts that we did and everything are over on a new channel now, and that's called Gen X Jukebox. Hippie, if I could get a shout out for that. Apparently, I'm in the minority of people. See, here's the part about that that pisses me the fuck off. The entire point about the whole Human Genome Project was we were supposed to. I don't know if anyone remembers hearing this, but um, the point of the Human Genome Project was we were supposed to be able to get a sample of our blood, and we could bypass a lot of those side effects. You remember that? Yeah, they were supposed to be able to figure that out. You know what they found out? It's expensive. That's that was the discovery they made. Well, that you see, we'd love to do that, but that costs money. And we're an insurance company, so we have other people with lives. We want more money. Um, anyway, Gen X Jukebox is where the music lives now. Um, and it'll just accumulate over here. And I'm just going to be a menace on this channel. I'm going to be doing the crochet commentary on whatever. It's going to be back to the same thing. I've got a dichotomy going. Um, and all of this split actually comes from one person in particular and their influence on me on a conversation I had with them. Um, Hippie, could you give a shout out to Gidgy Jack? Gid Gidgy Jack, Gigeejack. He's a Canadian streamer. He's doing a lot of Stardew Valley right now. He also crafts and he works with paracord bracelets and doing paracord work. He and I were having an intellectual conversation about streaming, and I realized about halfway into it that he was approaching it a completely different way than I'm doing. I view streams as being like public access TV shows. I'm gonna put on a show, or the Little Rascals going down to the barn, gonna put on a show to save Grandma's farm. It's something that I do that I hope people like. Gidgy Jack puts himself out there, and it's just him doing what he's gonna do. And I don't think I could do that However, I'm going to use this channel to expose more of who I am. So with that, most of the experimental stuff that I'll do will be on this channel, and if anything starts to become too big for this space, like the music did, where it started making everything else hard, then it will get its own section if it can be automated, or I'll make other decisions on it. Or, I'm debating about asking for help in some cases. Um, One thing I've thought of recently is I'm trying to get my head around the idea about a chatting or a talking music stream where it's Land of the Obscure, where it's stuff that you're reasonably certain that people haven't heard, and just having a collection of people, maybe guests on as well, where we just talk about weird things that we know. And what made me think of this was I was in Vinyl Sideshow's show, and I have a reputation. Like, you bring out some obscure stuff, I've probably heard it. I probably heard it twice, and I can share three remixes of it with you. Vinyl Sideshow is sitting there. Oh, definitely. I would beg you to be on there. The Vinyl Sideshow's going like, "Oh, okay, so I'm gonna play something you probably never heard." I'm literally scoffing at my desk. And then he goes like, "So this one's in French." And I'm like, "Wait, what? What? French? I I I know Korean rap. I don't know French rap." He throws on and there's this bouncy flow to it, and I was like, "Wow, that's good." And French is one of the few languages that I don't understand any of. So I'm just sitting here, all I have is the flow. And the flow is like a bouncy ride. It's almost like Vivaldi in that way. And the guy, it's also the guy is he's using his voice as a percussion note. So it's almost like the Bone Thugs and Harmony thing, except instead of it being the droning move that they go with their flow, it's the bounciness that he's going with. And I think I actually said it's a bop. It's bouncy. It makes me wanna move around a little bit. You introduce me to something I haven't heard, I will follow you to the trenches. So uh, the whole thing is I've had two awakenings so far this year, um, and I've decided to keep those two relatively separate. Also, doing a stream from here is very work intensive because I want to put on a good show. I want to at least have it make sense to the people who watch and are worried about me. Um, but I'll be 100% honest. I just come on here and fritter around. I don't have any plans. This is a hobby stream. It's not going to make me rich. I'm never going to be famous. This is fun. If it stops being fun, it stops existing. That's the way it rolls. Um, I'm supporting Hippie's crafting stream as well. And so far, I have discovered two communities with astoundingly unusual people. Vinyl Sideshow has an encyclopedic knowledge of music and an appreciation for it and a taste for it that runs along the lines of mine, which is I love everything and I love something about everything, but I can talk about it and I can weave it together really well and I can get your playlist going. I thought I was like one of the few people who could do that, and I've come across two within the span of a few days. There's a few more that I'm watching their channels right now that aren't getting perma shoutouts yet because I need to see a few of your streams to get my head around the concept that you're going for. But I'm 100% on board with recommending Vinyl Sideshow and Psychotic Vinyl as regular go-tos. And if there's anything that I can do to get more hip hop night, if that's an indication of how your hip hop night's going to be, I'm going to ask for another stream, son. That's I want that every night. You could charge a cover with that. I'm not kidding. That was a blast in time. Um, Yeah, yeah. So we're right at about 8:38. I usually go for till about 9 o'clock, but I just got a reboot notice on my computer, and I haven't had the best history of getting those. Uh, well, I hate to tell you, I took one of your comments seriously with it, and it's under long-term process now. I'm working on how to do No Diggity, and that one's going to be complicated, especially with the background singers. But oh yeah, that's coming. If you come up with any more, they go on the list. We've got the list. It's a real list. I use a software called Paper 1.0. It has automatic redundancy, but yeah, it's on there. And actually, DB threw a new song at me today. Get back in the broadcast, right? Well, Darsh, I was actually going to mention that to you because you've got good taste in music. I could see you throwing one of these things together too. Um, Darsh and I were going nuts over trying to think of the specific one that got us linked and started syncing us up. I believe it was DJ Shmuley. Um, when we were talking about DJ Shmuley, and I do know of Clutch now. DB turned me on to Clutch, actually, I think. Vinyl was asking, do we know of Clutch? Let's see. A massive curated list of See? See, that's a string right there, Darsh. And I'm gonna tell you, it's hot because there are people who want that, who seek that out. I can help you with the graphics on that. That's nothing. I'd love to hear your show because you and I were going on DJ Shmuley for the better part of, I'm gonna say 4 or 5 days. And that's what got me to use the I Love Rock and Roll uh, one as the Rock of Ages one as my intro for a while for the stream. But yeah, Darsh, I would strongly recommend you take a look at the music streams and think about if that's something you'd be interested in doing, or at the very least, I can tell you right now, you'd have a great time at Vinyl Sideshow stream and Psychotic Vinyls as well as a couple of other ones that I've seen. Oh, dude, DJ Shmuley and DJ Comer Bunch are the two that I really, really like lately. But I will 100% admit to the fact that I can't listen to DJ Cumberbunch on autoplay because he has this one song that will make Hippie leave the room. If you look up Pants Feet by DJ Cumberbunch, I have played it for you in the past. I've debated about doing a video of it, but I like having sex, and that's not gonna happen. So But yeah, DJ Commer Bunch. There's just something about their mixes. When we were doing the EDM stream on Gen X Jukebox initially, I enjoyed that no end. I'm still trying to think of ways to weave that in. Um, but for right now, it's just going to be the bear videos for the most part. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle off. Let's see who we've got right now. It looks like Psychotic Vinyl is still kicking, so we are probably going to raid into him. Let's see what we can do about doing that. It'll take me just a moment. Yeet. Yeah, I checked. I really hate to say it. I feel so bad for Hippie in most cases, mainly because when whenever I say or do anything, she has to double check behind me because, brain damage. And oh, I remember everything until I don't. Let's see. Ah, there's the thing I like about DJ Cummerbund the most, Darsh. Darsh is recommending DJ Cummerbund the Next Sickness. Um, I uh, I have to say, e- in every video, he puts in at least a second of Macho Man Randy Savage, and I don't know why I find that to be fucking awesome. Reading that the person that mixed up Slipknot with Justin Bieber and Psychosocial and Baby respectively. Like Baby. You see, I prefer Psychosocial being mixed with Fruit Salad by the what is the kids show? The Wiggles. Fruit salad, yummy, yummy. Anyway, I'll shoot you that one at some point. Um, but I do need to go ahead and jump off of here. I'm getting a repeated thing about rebooting, so it's starting to get a little bit mad. Let's go ahead and see what we can do about going to say hi. Of course, it's not showing. He's not coming up as a suggestion. That would make sense. PSI. I really need to put on my glasses. PSIX. I say. Okay. Here we go. I've got it set up. We're going to go ahead and get the raid started. Let's go ahead and show him a lot of love. And again, I thank you guys for your time and girls and everybody else.